Hello, everybody. I'm so excited for our 45-minute flow today. What you need is a mat. You might want some blocks if you have them available to you. If not, that's entirely okay. We'll be providing modifications. Let's start laying down on our back. So you'll extend the legs long, have the body laying flat along the mat. When you're ready, bring that right knee into the chest. As we sit here, allow a moment to notice your breath. Maybe we notice the breath getting a little deeper, maybe a little more intentional. Good. Hands come behind the leg, toes go up towards the sky, point and flex the foot. Take foot left and right like a windshield wiper. Big ankle circles. Opposite direction. Bring the knee back into the chest. Big squeeze and release down the floor. Opposite leg comes up, giving a squeeze. Taking another pulse check on our breath. Are we being intentional with our breath? Are we allowing moments to have deeper breath and deeper exhale? Good. Hands come behind the leg, toes go up to the sky, point and flex the foot. Point foot left and right like a windshield wiper. Big ankle circles. Opposite direction. Good. Bring the leg back into center. Allow the right leg to meet it. Let's rock side to side. Grabbing the big toes or grabbing the insides of our arches. Let's pull up to a happy baby. Opening the hips, rocking side to side. Let's bring the knees back together. Rock up to a seated position. Allowing ourselves to focus on our breath. Big inhale, opening. Exhale, closing down the center, coming to heart. Let's keep this breath work up. Inhaling, opening the heart. Exhale, coming down heart center. Two more, inhaling tall. Finding our own pace. Knowing that my practice is not your practice and your practice is not mine. We may have different paces. different flows, different things you might need today. As we inhale tall in this last breath, exhale, left hand comes to the right knee, right hand comes behind the body in a twist. As we inhale, let's lift up through the spine, through the head, lengthening the spine. Exhale, slightly twist a bit more. Maybe we take the shoulder over the right. Our gaze comes over the right shoulder past the mat. Staying in the twist, let's allow our gaze to go over the left shoulder. Slowly, let's return back to center, unwinding, giving our body a little shake. Inhale tall. We'll go the opposite way. Right hand comes to the left knee. Left hand comes behind the body in a twist. Inhale, lengthening the spine, lengthening the head and neck. Exhale, slightly twist further. Gaze goes over the left shoulder. Take the gaze over the right shoulder. Good, let's slowly return back to center. I'm going to reposition myself so you can see me better. Please stay comfortably on your mat. As we inhale tall, this time we exhale, hands come out into a T. Reaching all the way into the right, and then all the way into the left. Let's flow with our breath. Next time we're all the way to the right, reach far, hand plants down, left arm comes overhead for a stretch. If we'd like a little bit of a deeper stretch, we can come down to the forearm. Make sure we're not hunched over. We want to pull that top elbow and shoulder back open. So if you need to be on that hand, make that happen. Allow yourself the space. 2 more breaths here. Good, come back up. And let's slow again, right and left, flowing with the breath, getting loose. Reach all the way into that left hand, plant it down, arm comes overhead. Allow that shoulder and arm to open up. You may notice one side allows more space than another. That's totally okay. You may notice each side has different flexibilities and different ranges of motion. That's normal. Good, let's come back up to center. Let's flow through that right hand down, left hand over. Left hand goes down, right hand flows over. Make sure we're still breathing, taking those inhales and exhales through the nose. Last one, we'll come back up to center. Good. Hands come to the knees. Let's allow ourselves to have big neck circles. Opposite direction. Slowly come back to center. Just a reminder, please pause for a water break when you need to throughout today's class. Hydration is so important. You can catch back up to wherever we are in class today. Good. Let's come out of our seated position into a tabletop. So that's hands and knees position. We want our hands to be directly underneath our shoulders, our knees directly under the hips. Our fingers are spread nice and wide as we have them on our mat. We're going to start some cat-cows using our pranayama. Our breath, inhaling, opening the heart. Exhale, rounding the tailbone, rounding the spine. So like I said, this breath work is called pranayama. It's called our life force. And this life force allows us to move with intention and move with energy. Coming back to a neutral spine, flip the toes, hips go up towards the ceiling, downward facing dog, pedal out those feet. You may notice your hips or your ankles popping. You may notice some tightness in the hips, the lower back, or the legs. We'll work through that today. You're making the active effort to be here, to allow yourself and your body to feel better, move better. Good. Step the feet up to the hands. Inhale, tall, slight back bend. Exhale. Hands come down towards the toes. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Lower. Inhale up to a cobra. Good. When you're ready, flip those toes, hips come high, downward facing dog. These are called our basic sun salutations. We're going to utilize them to allow some flow within the body. Good. Ready, bring the feet back up. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall. Slight back bend. Exhale, hands come down. We step the feet back to the top of our push-up. Lower down, chaturanga. Flip the toes coming up to a cobra. Maybe an upward dog if we push those legs off the floor. When you're ready, flip the toes over, hips go high, downward facing dog. We'll take 5 breaths here. When you're ready, step or hop the feet up to the hand. Lift up halfway, that means coming to the shins. We have this flat back. Exhale, we come down. Inhale, tall. Slight back bend. Exhale, you know the flow by now. Plant those hands, feet step back. Plank plank position, the top of our push-up, lowering down. Good, coming up to our cobra. Lift those toes, coming into our downward facing dog. This time we are not going back up into our flow. Instead, we're going to lift that right toe up, stacking the hips. Big knee circles. Good, point those toes tall, send them through. We're in a low lunge here. Let's take 2 breaths. Drop that back leg, hands come up tall, low lunge. Hands come to heart center. Let's rotate towards the right. I'm feeling a personal burn right now. So come back to center. Opposite way, rotate to the left. Good, come back to center, drop the hands down. We're going to shift the leg so that our front leg becomes as straight as we can. We're in a runner's split. If you're tight like me right now, you might want to be on those fingertips or even have blocks as support. If we need extra support but no blocks, maybe the hands just come straight onto the thigh as we allow that deep hamstring stretch. Good. Now we're going to swing that leg out to the side. I'm going to rotate towards you so you can see what I'm doing. From here, we place that left hand down on the floor, right hand up, gate pose. Take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Reaching the right hand overhead. Maybe we come up. Maybe we reach back. All are great places to be today. So if you choose the floor, if you choose facing upwards like this, or if you choose to reach for that ankle for a bind, we can find any place today. Good, slowly let's come back down. Slowly coming back up to our knees. Let's bring our hands back down for a downward facing dog. We'll flip to that opposite side. Left toes go up, stack the hips. Big knee circles. Pull, send them through for a lunge. Allow for 2 breaths here. When you're ready, drop the back knee. We'll come up from our low lunge. Allow those hips to sink forward, giving ourselves the ultimate stretch. Good, hands come to heart center. We'll start by rotating to the left.
Don't kill my buzz, don't kill my vibe, just because you never tried. Don't ruin my fun, don't ruin my time.
When you're ready, come back to center and rotate towards the right. Might be a good opportunity to take a pulse check. How are we doing? Are we breathing? Are we hydrated? If those are both yeses, good. If not, let's adjust, make those things happen. Coming back to center, hands come down, shift backwards for that stretch. I'm happy where I'm at right now. Let me know, or let it go. No time to sit around, talk about it now.
Don't kill my buzz, don't kill my high, just because.
When you're ready, we'll swing that foot out to the side. I'll come to a forward position so you can see what's up. We're going to do gate pose, opposite side. Right hand reaches down. We can stay on our mat like this. We can lift the toes to a 90-degree angle, or we can take a bind here.
But not everybody knows how. Anybody gon' find somebody to blame for how it all goes down.
Good. Let's slowly release, come back to our gate pose, and come all the way up. So we're tall on our knees. Inhale, all the way. Exhale, slowly come down. We're going to allow the knees to widen. We sink the hands forward. We come into a child's pose here. Slowly, let's allow the body to stretch all the way to the right side. You may want an extra stretch. Left hand goes on top of the right if you want that extra little piece of juicy stretch today.
Don't kill my buzz, don't kill my high, just because you never tried. Don't ruin my fun, don't ruin my time, just because.
Good. Let's walk the hands opposite direction, coming towards center and then all the way to the left. Right hand can go on top of the left for an extra stretch.
Just because you never tried.
Slowly walk the hands back to center and then walk them back towards the body. We'll close the legs. I'm going to come sideways again to show you exactly how we are on our mat. We'll come up to a high leg, inhaling the hands tall. Our right hand goes to our back jean pocket. Left hand slightly comes back as we arch backwards for our half camel.
Cause I know what I am here for. I keep on trotting on my own path. Keep on learning from my present and past, yeah.
Good. So we come back up to center. We'll switch sides. Left hand comes to our back jean pocket. Right hand up tall. Half camel.
Keep my eyes open each step I earn, yeah. No need for me to feel alone. Cause I got a place that I call home. Every single road travel, every single new place.
Good. Slowly come back up to our seated position. Hands come down. We'll adjust to be in a comfortable cat-cow position. Left hand is going to go tall. Our right fingers, our right toes are going to go tall. That would not work well if our toes of our hands are up, right? Today we're going to do some sunbird. So as we inhale, we do that full extension. And as we exhale, we come to a French position. You may need to adjust your hands to be comfortable. Inhale and exhale at your own pace. So if we're going slow, we might be opting for more of a detoxifier, more of an intentional movement. And if we choose to go at a faster pace, we might be opting for a little bit of core engagement and a little bit of ab work today.
Constantly changing vision. Story never certain, there is always a revision to be made. When I think about the demons I have slayed, I am not afraid of confrontation in vain. To the people that seek evil, not as peaceful as I look. With a warrior at heart, so precaution must be took. What I'm trying
when you're ready, let's drop back down. Let's switch sides. Right hand goes tall, left toes come off the mat. Inhale tall, exhale, we crunch into our center position.
I will stop my ego and I will remain strong. I will make mistakes and I will often be wrong. When I'm perfectly imperfect and I'm only here to learn, and all the evil on the path gets burned. I said I'm perfectly imperfect and I'm only here to learn, and all the evil on the path gets burned. lies in the facets of everything that we see, that are telling us to be scared when all we ever are is free. I'm letting go of the things that don't serve me no more, 'cause I am holy and sacred and righteous.
After your next exhale, bring the knee, the hand back down, flip the toes, heels come up to our downward facing dog. Let's allow ourselves to pedal up the feet. When you're ready, step the feet up to the hands. Allow yourself to sit in a forward fold. We're going to allow the back, instead of being hunched over, to find a flat space, so we allow that perfect spine alignment. So if we need some blocks, if we just want to be on our fingertips, or if we need the shins or quads as support, we can utilize those.
And where the path goes next, well, I know that where it goes is where I need to be. The more lessons rain down, more blessings I see. Hey. So there are lies in the facets of everything that we see, that are telling us to be scared when all we ever are is free.
From here, let's allow ourselves to hang heavy. Hands meet the elbows. Allow the body fully relax. Maybe swing side to side slightly. Good, let's come all the way up. Exhale, slowly come back down. Hands meet elbows. Slowly rise. Inhaling tall up toward the ceiling. Exhale, hinging at the hips, allowing the hands to meet the elbows one last time. Maybe you notice yourself, you can go a little deeper. Maybe you want to release the hands from the elbows, bring them to the floor, or bringing them behind the legs to pull the body in closer. Good, slowly let's come all the way up. Hands come to our hips. Allowing ourselves to step off the mat on either side, wide-legged forward fold. So from a front view, you would be seeing this. Taking those hands to hips, we hinge forward from the hips. Allowing our hands to come to the floor, fingertips to come to the mat, or hands to elbows. Slowly rise up, inhaling tall. Exhale, return down to our forward fold. Slowly, let's drop the hands wherever we are, whether it's on the mat or hanging in the air. And let's allow ourselves to walk to the right ankle, grabbing the right shin if we're needing some space for flexibility, or if we want a deeper posture, coming down towards the ankle or foot. Making sure we allow the neck to fully relax. Slowly walk the hands to the opposite side. Slowly come back to center. And we'll slowly rise all the way up. Hands come up in a tall stretch overhead. When you're ready, take some space. Sorry for that pause. Let's come all the way up tall, like I had mentioned. Exhale, arms come out into a T, reaching all the way into that right side. Let the hand drop to the shin or the quad. And then bring that left hand in line with the shoulders. Good. And then we can even take the gaze up towards the hand for an additional stretch. Good. Let's slowly come back up. Then let's reach into the opposite side. Left hand comes down the shin. Right arm comes in line with the left arm in a perfect T. Maybe we opt for an additional stretch, gaze going up towards the ceiling. Good. Slowly come all the way back up. Let's step our feet back together so we're in our mat. When you're ready, hands come tall. Exhale, big swan dive down. Hands come to the mat, feet step back. Top of the push-up. Let's hold here for 2 breaths. And when you're ready, we'll exhale, and maybe we need to come to the knees after that plank. Come all the way down. Allow the left side face to be facing towards the ceiling, right ear down to the mat. Keeping the shoulders, the hands engaged. Slowly let's come up for crocodile pose, just opening that chest. Good. Slowly bring that left ear down this time, opposite sides. Take a breath. Arms are still engaged. When you're ready on that next inhale, open the heart again. Coming up to our crocodile. Good. Let's push all the way back. Coming onto a seated position. Our sits bones are on our heels. Our knees are together. Allow the arms to come out in front of us. Big wrist circles here. DNA test turns out. Good. Let's take that the opposite way. Good. Point those fingertips all the way towards your face. Exhale, flex them down like we're showing off a new nail set. Drop those hands down. We'll swing the legs out from underneath us. Coming down onto the mat, our feet are planted. Knees are bent up towards the ceiling. Spine is long on the mat. First, we'll start by bringing that right leg across the left knee. So our ankle is on our thigh. Our right leg is coming out to the side. Right hand goes through. Left hand goes up and around. We interlace behind the thigh and pull in. Great hip opener stretch right here. And we can pull the leg in a little bit more, even if it's just an inch for a deeper stretch. Good. Slowly bring that left foot back to earth. We'll allow the right leg to uncross. And we'll switch sides. The left ankle goes across the right thigh. Left hand goes through. Right hand goes around, interlacing behind the right thigh, pulling in. Again, you might notice a difference in flexibility on either side. For example, my right side had more space than my left. I feel more tight here. Maybe we can pull in just a little bit tighter, bringing in the leg, allowing for a bit more of a stretch. Good. Slowly, let's release the hands, allowing the right foot to come to the floor, pick up and take off that left foot so that they're equal, hip distance apart, arms come down by our sides long. Maybe we need to rock the neck back and forth to make sure it's nice and long on our mat as well. Inhale, we'll lift up into the hips, yogi bridge. Exhale, slowly bring the spine back down. We'll flow through this with our pranayama, inhaling up, exhaling low. On your next inhale, let's hold our bridge. We'll stay there. Allow our eyes to fully shut. And just focus on our breath work here. Allowing the muscles to get stronger in our legs. Allowing our spine to fully extend. Allowing our breath to get deeper. Good. When you're ready, we're going to exhale, but wait a moment. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower your spine down back to earth. And slowly add the tailbone and the hips. Good. Let's bring those knees up towards the body, rocking them side to side after that stretch. Rock in a circle. Maybe take the circles the opposite direction. Maybe back to side. And then let's slowly extend the legs all the way down the mat. Our arms come down to our sides in a comfortable position. We are going to take our final resting pose here in Shavasana. These last few minutes of class can seem to some like the most essential component of the class, and to some, we were in person, I'd have a handful of students who would walk out the door during this part. But I find that Shavasana is one of the most important components of the yoga class because it allows us to center ourselves. It allows us to find a space to recollect our feelings, our thoughts, and no longer focus on the outside world, only focus on us, only focusing on our breath work. So today, as we lay here with our eyes shut, we allow our breath to take control. I've brought up pranayama a few times in today's class, and pranayama is our life force. That's what it means in Sanskrit. It means that our breath is our life. And it's true if you think from a scientific point, that each breath that we take allows oxygen to flow to the body. With each exhale, we release CO2. And within that, it helps us maintain a natural pH balance within the body. It helps us regulate our cells, regulate energy. So our breath really does allow for this perfect balance so that we can live our lives. But with each day, do we choose breath, or is breath something that comes naturally to us? And that's why yoga is so important. We are able to choose breath and be mindful of our breath rather than letting it be shallow and unfocused, like we might when we feel stressed or we're just doing day-to-day tasks. Instead, we can be mindful with our breath, having deep inhales that fill the belly, fill the chest, fill all the way up to the collarbones. And then as we exhale, we release the collarbones. The air leaves the chest and the belly last, squeezing the belly all the way down towards our mat. That's a beautiful thing. Inhaling fully, filling our space, filling our body with life. Exhale slowly and fully to release and allow balance. Inhaling fully in through the belly, the chest, collarbones. Exhale, release the belly, the chest, the collarbones. This is a full space for us. Let's take one more intentional breath like this. Inhaling through the belly, through the chest, through the collarbones. Big exhale, releasing it all. Good. When you're ready, let's start to wiggle the fingertips, the toes, maybe rolling the wrists and the ankles, making some slight movements. As you're comfortable, as you're ready to, we might bring the knees up into the body, rocking side to side. We may raise that right arm up, rolling over into right fetal position, allowing the body to notice earth, feeling it from the ankles, all the way up the shins to the knees, the thigh, the side body, the hands, our arm. Using your hands, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Today you chose yourself. You chose to be here to better your mind, your body, allowing yourself the space to grow. That's something that not everybody does each day, but you're choosing to do, and you're choosing to put that effort into yourself. With a deep inhale up towards the sky, exhaling down heart center, let's bow the head down to the heart. We acknowledge that our heart allows us to be motivated, to follow passions, to care for ourselves and others. Let's take that off the mat with us today, choosing to do good. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.